Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, BitConnect? What's going on, viewers? Vamping a little bit to get started. First 10 minutes of this bad boy, probably going to be some nonsense. You know how it is. You know what it is. You know what we do. You know what we do here. We're writing some of that code, that Kizode, that Coderino, as we all know it. We will be attempting DevOps. I've decided that I want to move the Discord bot onto a proper hosting platform. Having it run as part of a just a random TMUX session isn't doing it. So that's what we're doing. Waiting for Jordy to show up. He'll be happy to help out with this. This will be some good times. It'll be good. It'll be the best of times. It'll be the worst of times. But most of all, it'll be times. And I'm talking all the times. I'm talking Times New Roman. I'm talking Times New Roman italic. I'm talking Times New Roman bold. Boldly go where no engineer has ever gone before. That's what I'm here for. Man, I don't know how these radio people can just go on for hours and hours and hours, just like free associating and talking on and on. I find it difficult to do it for more than 20 seconds. I mean, this is the thing. You divide 20 by 5, you get 5 seconds to wild now. Anybody remember that song with Paul McCartney? Whatever happened to Jesse McCartney? Jesse McCartney was he was supposed to be the next big pop sensation, and he disappeared. He never made it out of the Disney Channel rut, and that's crazy because Ariana Grande, she was able to do it as a massive singer that everyone loves, but she started out doing that show Victorious, and we're going to be victorious here today, friends. We're going to be victorious. We're going to prevail. We're going to win. We're going to destroy the absolute madness of deploying a production quality piece of software. It's been 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Jordy said he'd be 10 minutes late. I can't keep going with this. That is some insane work. I tip my hat to those ridiculous right-wing radio people that I used to listen to over decades ago back in the day on good old AM radio. Or was it FM radio? No, it was AM radio. Rush Limbaugh would be able to go on forever and ever and ever, and I simply cannot do that. I have neither the stamina nor the will to do so. Maybe if I keep practicing and I work on it over time, I'll be able to get the requisite skills, get the requisite knowledge, get the requisite ability to talk for long times without having to wet my whistle, as it were. Speaking of whistles, I don't know where to go with this. I'm just gonna start the stream. Jordy will get here at some point. This will all be cool. This will all be fine. This will all be fun. Hello, viewers. Welcome. Today we will be writing code. Let's get this bad boy in a full screen and increase the size. We will SSH into my collaboration machine. So that's all fun. I need to do one quick edit before we go. My configs directory, I've made a couple of changes. So we need those bad boys put in there. Got to deploy those changes. Everybody check out my configs. Those are hosted at there. They work for me, and I like them. They're what allows me to work the way I do. So I got a cd to source, github.com, npmail, wagebot. Let's make sure I have everything from remote. Oh, I updated the readme. Let's bat readme.md. Before it said this is very early software. Now it's only early software. I think that's an important distinction to make. I mean, who would I be out here trying to peddle some very early software when I could be peddling merely early software? That's the way the world goes. That's the way we want it. So there's going to be a few things. First off, we need a Docker file. Now, I don't know if I have Docker installed on this bad boy. And, of course, this application, it currently has no real dependencies beyond having a single file system and really not all that much else. As a file system, it needs to have SQLite installed. So maybe we do this on an Alpine Linux machine. So we'll do from Alpine. Nope, it's from space. Alpine : latest. So then we'll need to run apk update. I think that's what it is. Then we'll run apk add, and then we need to figure out what stuff we need to properly run the. Actually, you know what? I think we need Golang. You know what? Let me look this bad boy up. What is the Go Alpine image? That's going to be important. Go Alpine image. Here we are. Oh, there's a lot of these. This Golang 1:1.21. Let's go for that one. Golang 1.21. And I've discovered the secret to building Docker images is to kind of cheat a little bit. So if I just go open up a terminal, and then I just do a docker run -it Golang 1.21, Docker is installed. Got to install that bad boy. Oh, it doesn't like it. How do I install Docker in an Ubuntu server? Ubuntu server install Docker. Well, I don't know why I did that search on a window that you guys can't see. Maybe I'm dumb. Let's see. This will work. I just found this random thing online that I'm just gonna blindly paste into my terminal. It's always important to blindly paste things into your terminal. What that does is allow you to be on cruise control for cool. Always blindly paste things into your terminal. It never will work on anything poorly. It'll never work badly. Trey 159 says, "I believe in you. It's just code. You got this." Thanks, Trey. I haven't seen you in here ever, actually. I know you're a big fan of the stream archives. I don't know if you noticed, I've made an update. All my stream archives going forward will be found at https://youtube.com/npmail. Right next to my full fat YouTube videos. I'm also co-streaming on there, but I think it's against, I think you're not supposed to talk about that on Twitch. I think they don't like it when you mention that you are allowed to co-stream to other places at the same time. Is Docker running? Docker's still not running. What? Apt install Docker. Sudo apt install Docker. What? But why? All right, so we're already stopped at like step 0. Apt install Docker DigitalOcean droplet. Sudo apt update, sudo apt install, all this stuff. That's fantastic. No idea what any of that does. Not going to worry about it. We'll do this. We'll paste that one in there. Irish Red Ales says, "Hey Trey." Hey Irish Red Ales. Not sure you have to say hey to him, but you're not willing to greet me. That's a little rude, but fair enough. So let's add this good old repository. Hello, Irish Red Ales. So let's add this repository, enter to continue. Great, so this should give us, something. So Docker CE is not installed, but the candidate is Docker, whatever. Copy this bad boy, paste that bad boy in there. Run in good old containered. You love containered. So now systemctl status Docker. I'm just going to assume it's going to be running. So that's all good and fine and dandy. So now we just wait for a little bit. There we go. So we got this bad boy going. So let's check Docker. Perfect. So we will Docker run it golang :1.21. Permission denied. Docker run -- help. Why is it mad at me? Am I not in the right? I'm not in the right thing. This is not a lot of help. It said it would be help, but it's not very much help. Back to the old giggity Google. Docker run permission denied. I can't connect to the Docker socket, the docket as it were. So group add Docker user mod ag Docker user. That will work fine. Sudo group add Docker. Oh, Docker already exists. Sudo user mod -ag Docker Nate. And we'll see if that works. I don't know why I left. Docker run golang :1.21. Still permission denied. Let's reboot now. Irish Red Ale says, Nate, do you like pizza? Not particularly. Thank you for asking. The German grocery store Aldi's. No, I prefer Trader Joe's. I got in there for a second. I think it thinks I'm DDoSing it, which I kind of am. Wendy's? No, prefer Burger King. And I don't listen to Imagine Dragons either. Docker run -it golang. There we go. So now we got Docker running. And Irish Red Ales, he is mad at me. I've thwarted his plans. He has no response. There's nothing he can do. When you mess with the best, you end up looking like the rest of the haters. Man, I wish I had haters. One of these days, I'll know I'll truly be successful when I acquire haters. That's like the true mark of success, is having unironic, actual, legitimate haters. So in the Discord, we got Trey complaining about ads on YouTube or on Twitch. Well, how am I supposed to get rich off of this platform if I'm not running ads? And it really is only like one ad every I have it set to like one ad every 1,000 hours. There's just one that starts 5 minutes in. You have 2 minutes worth of ads per hour. I don't know. That's not that many ads. But certainly is some. I'm not going to lie. Source bin go source. All right, so we got the Golang builder going on here. Where do I want to go? I want to go Nate source github.com npmail wagebot. So we'll do a nice little 2-stage Docker build to make sure everything's clean and good and nice and done the way you're supposed to. So really on the runtime, since we're compiling this bad boy statically, is really on the runtime, all we're going to need is a scratch image. So to do that, we'll just throw open the old Docker file. I never saved it. So for the builder, we'll say from Golang :1.21 as builder. Then we'll want to copy dot. And it honestly doesn't matter if we copy all this stuff. It'll be fine. So I want to copy all of the files into our Docker container. And I think we're supposed to do like this. I bet there's an LSP for that. Yeah, there's a Docker LSP. That's great. So now I'll have an LSP to yell at me. And it wants to upgrade TypeScript language server and Rust analyzer, so why not? What the hey? It's always fun, you know? Updates, I get new code. Haha, new code. So let's open this Docker file again, and we will see what it says. I say copy, yep, instructions should be written in uppercase letters. Copy. ... So that copies all the files from the current directory into the builder, which I don't know what the... If I do a docker run -it Golang 121, that puts me in /go, which isn't an empty directory. So I'm going to want to cd to / and see where I should be in here. Root. I think I want to be in root. So I'll just say work dir root. Ah, there's Jordy. What's going on?
Hey. Howdy. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. I was just setting up a nice little Docker fizzile.
Nice.
So we're working out of the root directory. We're going to copy everything in. And then we're going to attempt a go build main.go in a run directive. This isn't going to work because we're missing all the files we need for SQLite, but it'll complain at us, and then we can use those complaints to learn what we properly need to do. So if we do a docker build dot, there we go. So it's installing a bunch of nonsense. Setting up a nice little 2-stage build. I think if we do this in a from scratch image, then we'll be able to have a really tiny image. And I like tiny images. Thoughts?
I don't actually know. Is the Golang image like a micro image?
The Golang image is, I think, built on Ubuntu. I'll tell you in a second once it's on building.
Wait a minute.
I actually don't know.
I'm looking now. Yeah, so it's Debian, Alpine,
Debian,
or Windows Server.
Okay, then we'll probably want to do the Alpine one. What's the name of the image on Alpine? Is it Golang Alpine? Is it just Golang?
Yeah. Golang Alpine. Instead of 1.21, you just do Alpine.
Oh, Golang Alpine.
Yeah, Golang Alpine. We'll get the latest.
Yeah, that works fine. So then let me kill this Docker build, and we'll do one on the Alpine image, which should be a lot nicer. So then let me switch over to another virtual desktop here, and in the meantime, we'll figure out what the what we need to build the SQLite, Go SQLite thing.
Honestly, probably just APK install SQLite.
Likely.
And you might need in Alpine, you might need Alpine SDK to get like the CC,
Yeah.
you know, all the crap.
Mac OS, Linux, libSQLite 3.
It is surprising to me like how common SQLite is. You know, like why not just the license is super permissive. Why not just bake it into your language at that point, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. There we go. So we'll add in this like it says. So we'll see if this does it. So I'll write that file, exit that, Docker build again.
Make sure to whoa.
What?
Make sure to throw SQLite in there as well.
The mat in / go SQLite 3 says this is what we need to run before building.
Oh, well maybe okay. All right. The hell do I know?
What the hell do I know? I thought I have to install SQLite 3 too.
SQLite is a package in Alpine, but maybe it's part of core.
Might be. I don't know.
The things you learn.
We'll give this bad boy a second to build, and it's mad. I don't know how mad it is. It might not be so mad that it's gonna quit on me. We shall see. SQLite.
Looks like a warning.
Yeah. So, how you been, Jordy?
Oh, just, you know, living in a constant state of chaos. But thanks for asking.
I live in a constant state of fear and misery. Nope, I didn't like it. All right, so what are we mad at? SQLite 3 binding.c error pread 64 undeclared here, not in the function. Did you mean pread?
That's probably a muscle libc thing. I think
Export
the play
cc equals which gcc. What do you think?
that might work.
And of course, we have to wait another 89 seconds before we'll find out. But you know,
it's weird. It's weird that it didn't cache those previous steps.
Yeah, I don't know how Docker build X works. All I know is I didn't use Docker for like 2 years, and I came back, and it's like, "Hey, buddy, we're using Docker build X," and I'm like, "Okay, what's the difference?" And they're like, "Well, you can't just run Docker build. You need Docker build dot." And then I didn't really worry about it, and I know that logs are harder to get. This is going to be the same error.
Yeah, I honestly, my suggestion would be don't follow their instructions and just do apk add -- update alpine SDK SQLite.
Yeah, okay.
Just follow the Jordy wiki, not the actual wiki.
Run apk add -- update. What was it?
Alpine SDK and then SQLite.
Okay, SQLite 3, SQLite.
Just SQLite, yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of this other one.
Yeah, I think so. And I don't even think you need the export. That's probably good.
All right. Well, we shall see. All right, Docker build dot, and let me make sure I've written this file. So how's that constant state of fear and misery treating you?
Oh no fear, just chaos.
Oh, just chaos.
Yeah, only chaos.
No constant sorrow.
No, no, actually, mostly just squalor.
Just squalor. So you wouldn't say, I am a man of constant sorrow.
No,
Oh, I
I
seen
mean,
trouble all through my days. You wouldn't say that?
no, no. Actually, I think you'd have to be less autistic to experience emotions like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have all sorts of emotions. I just refuse to have the bad ones.
You run the full gamut from anger to neutrality.
All the way from anger to mild annoyance. The full gambit.
Uh, yeah, the full gamut. This it's gonna complain again. The fuck? What is this error? Macro OSP right 64.
Yeah.
Okay. Radical suggestion.
Okay.
Um, maybe what version of Go are we using right now on this
Alpine.
server?
We were.
No, 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 no. I mean, like it, well, I guess it probably doesn't matter, but
We are
I would say maybe
using
roll
Go
back.
121.3.
Yeah, okay. See if it builds in Debian.
All right. Just going Debian.
It's Bullseye or Bookworm. I think Bookworm's the newest. Yeah.
Very engaging content.
Actually, I was gonna
The
say,
viewer loves it.
yeah, I mean, the viewer singular. I think the game plan here actually,
The gay plan, yeah.
you could yeah, the gay plan also. You could build this directly on your real hardware and it would probably be quicker because there's now that we're using Docker, there's no reason to aside from just already
It's
having the code in the folder.
it's less configuration to do it that way because Go will just do it in whatever like platform you want it, right?
Oh no no no. I'm not poo-pooing Docker. What I'm saying is
Yeah.
that you're running Docker build on a machine with one CPU and 2 gigs of RAM,
That
and you could be running Docker build on a machine with a bit more
I agree with you. However, that would require me to install Docker on this computer.
content.
Oh, it looks like I do have Docker installed. But that's going to require me to update Docker on this computer because it
Okay,
updates
that's
once
valid.
every 6 minutes, as far as I can tell.
Is that Docker on your Mac too? Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah, full fat
kind of
Docker
rough.
desktop. And I don't want
Dude,
to plug in my other computer.
I hate the way that works. I mean, I get it. I understand why they have to do that, but running a virtual machine to run your Docker containers feels so
Yeah, it's
rough.
pretty bad.
They do that on Linux too, you know?
Really?
Yeah, like you install Docker desktop and it fucking boots up a VM and KVM.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't have to do that.
Yeah, I know. Makes no sense. Just eschew Docker desktop at all costs.
Like, I have a kernel. Use it.
Yeah, no, you had literally you got everything you need to run Docker on Linux. It's just
Yeah,
I
everything you
guess
need. A kernel.
I guess probably Docker desktop sees more use on Windows and Mac than it does on Linux, so maybe they're
Yeah,
I
because
don't know,
everyone on
maybe they're
Linux
more
just installs the. Oh, look at
well,
that.
wow, who'd have thunk?
We got it.
All
That's
right,
fun.
we'll say that this is probably small enough for the time being.
Yeah, it'll be fine. And then we want to copy the SHA.
You just type like the first four letters of that, like 5CFC.
Really? Five. Oh no, I don't know how to type numbers on my keyboard. 5CFC.
Yep.
Oh, there we are. So we run main. There we go. So it's unable to do whatever because we don't have our
They gotta
environment
export
variables.
that variable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this
So
is good.
you got to create an entry point script, I guess, and then put an arg
Yep.
for the end variable, and then we're good.
Yep. Um, is there anything else we need to do? There is. I think we may have actually jumped the gun.
In what way?
What we are missing is file.
Oh, what about the SQLite thing? Is that being copied over?
That is being copied over, though it won't be. I want to build this in GitHub Actions, right?
Do you have to migrate or something to?
So we need to have a default location for the SQLite data store to go, and that
It's
will
got to
need
be
to
on a
be on a
volume or something.
persistent volume someplace.
Mm.
But in main.go, I don't think I actually put in a configuration for. Oh, never mind. Hey, look at
Wow.
this. That's pretty good. So I already have that as part of the configuration. So we need to figure out how to shove the configuration into the runtime, right? Because config.toml right now. And a default one won't work because the app ID and the public key, one of those, and probably both of them, are required for the onboarding, which we haven't gotten into discussing. If I just open up another Vim, I split it, go run main.go. When it's running, curl localhost colon 8080 slash onboard slash index.html. I swear there's a thing I'm trying to demonstrate. Main.go slash link.
Slash link. Of
Yeah.
course.
This
Is
is the
that
onboarding
the
link, and that uses a client ID.
nice.
So we need to have that be configuration, and eventually we can turn this into a big ass page that says, welcome to WageBot. Hey man, add it to your server. Click here, and then once they add it, then we'll want to say, hey man, you want to configure it? And then when they're configuring it, they'll do the,
Right.
you know.
Okay, this is an aside, but do you happen to notice anything strange about the HTML that you got returned there when you curled that?
I wrote it directly and poorly.
I mean, well, no, not even that, but I mean, there's something towards the end there that's missing. And
Right.
the very last character of the body.
Oh yeah. I
Right
see.
pointy
I see
bracket.
where you're going with this. It loaded just fine on Firefox, so I don't know what you want.
I think Firefox probably doesn't care that the closing body tag is incomplete, but technically,
Is that better? You want me to
yeah.
also?
Wow, you're really overachieving here.
Does that soothe your
Yeah,
sensibilities?
I know. My internal linter is no longer going off.
Good. I'm glad I could help you out there. Here, let's get your internal formatter happy too.
Oh wow.
I know. You're welcome. Also, you'll notice I made a change to my configuration. Tabs are supposed to be only 4 spaces. So
Well,
we are.
GoFumped is going to override all that shit anyways, right?
I don't know.
Do you use Go please?
Yeah, well, I use something. I don't know.
Whatever.
What am I,
All right.
code
So
cop?
yeah. Okay. So the I guess the game plan here is. All right. Let's discuss this SQLite thing really quick. Are you sure? Like we're talking about persisting data across potentially And especially if we're going to do this in Kubernetes, multiple containers. Right? Do
So
you really want to
I
go down
will
this
direct
road?
your attention to this to
Yeah.
do.
Like, how much SQL are we really using here, if any?
We're using almost none.
Where do queries at?
That will be an internal /db/db.go. We are using git server configuration, get all server configs, and then we will be updating and inserting into the database from the management interface at some point. So it's really so eventually
So it's
there, along with the SQLite.go, there will be a a Postgres and a spanner and a whatever the heck, right?
I see. Okay. I think for now we can get this up and running with SQLite on a single node, but
Exactly
the
my thought.
priority, yeah, after this, the priority should be to move it to Postgres. Also, this is so gross
What?
to do it like this.
What?
You should, we should next episode we should make use it as an excuse to use SQL C.
What's SQL
You'll
C? Is this an ORM?
it's no, it's actually the opposite. It's
I have the
SQL
I already
C.dev.
have the opposite of an ORM.
No. This is better than that. Basically, you just write the raw SQL in a file, and it determines like, oh shit, okay, so you want these queries, and it just builds it does code generation for you, like totally type safe, SQL queries based on just the raw SQL that you're writing. So instead of having to maintain a file like this, you're basically maintaining a text file with a bunch of queries in it.
I mean, I can get pretty
and-
close to that. I can do init table query colon equals, and then just yoink all of
Yeah,
this.
yeah, but it's just I don't know. It's more about like types and being able to easily iterate and have something easily return a slice or just return a single thing.
I can
There's
understand
there's
that. That makes sense.
there's no like this is not awful, but like it's actually unnecessary. The SQL C is so good that it just it's replaced the need to do this, and it's more manageable in the long run. And it's like if you ever want to build another interface for MySQL or Postgres or something, you just literally write another file for MySQL, and then it builds both interfaces.
Oh, that makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, that'll be something to worry about. Just undo that.
Whoops.
All right. So the next thing I think is going to be what? We need to figure out some.
Expose the arg for the environment variable,
Yep.
and I think for now it's actually okay if we just well shit. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the SQLite thing because it does have to persist. So we've decided we're using Kubernetes for sure.
I haven't decided I'm using Kubernetes. I was looking through the price of Kubernetes, and it's all more expensive than my 19,000 different. Turns out after you shut down all the VMs you're no longer using, there's almost none left, and I have like 6 VMs, and altogether it costs like $25. And like the cheapest Kubernetes I could find was going to be like 50 or 75 or something.
Well,
I checked.
Linode and so Linode and Vultr, they both don't bill you for the control plane, and you should be able to just deploy like 2 $5 VMs or 3 $5 VMs.
No, their pricing is too much. And when I say too much, I mean it's like just more money than I was spending before.
No.
Right?
That's for a dedicated CPU.
Shared CPU. Oh, this is a virtual machine. Where was the one for
No.
Kubernetes? There we go.
Yeah.
So the minimum is 3 nodes.
No, stop it. Scroll up.
What?
Look, it's a tabbed table, you fool.
Minimum is 3 nodes. Still more expensive than what I'm already dealing with. $24.
Yeah, okay.
It can't be $24.
Okay.
What do you want? You gonna beat $24? Beat $24.
I actually just might. Just humor me. Look at the Kubernetes pricing for Vultr.
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 Now, hear me out. I have a personal policy. Oh, this isn't what I want. Where I only use software as a service platforms I've heard of.
You've heard of them through me.
That doesn't count.
I have hundreds of dollars a month of infrastructure deployed on Vultr through multiple
It
clients.
sounds like hundreds of mistakes a month through multiple.
No,
What? Where's my pricing? I clicked on the pricing tab. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, Kubernetes engine. $90 a month. What the fuck?
That's their dedicated CPU.
Where? $225 a month.
Storage optimized.
Cloud compute, $18. Oh! One CPU.
Yeah, and that's the high performance one. That's like AMD Epic or whatever. There's cheaper ones. There you go. So that's three nodes, one CPU, 1 gig of RAM per node, $15. So you got 3 CPUs total and 3 gigs of RAM, which is a shitload of Go apps.
Yeah, it's like more than one could use ever.
Yeah.
It's a Go app. What is this? Vultr for Redis, databases stuff. All right, block storage. $1 for 10 gigs. That's 100 times more than I'll ever need for this application.
Look, homie, they got to make their money somewhere.
Yeah, fair enough. $1,000 a month for 10 terabytes.
Seems excessive.
Yeah, that's
their S3 is also quite expensive. So
$6 a month for a terabyte. Oh, the bandwidth.
But I mean,
gotta pay for bandwidth.
I really can vouch for about Vultr, and actually, I can do you one better. I can give you an invite code, which will give you $35 of credit, so you get your first 2 months free.
We'll see how much time we have left after we get this bad boy rolling. Yeah. We'll set that up later on, I think. First thing we need to do is probably set it up to run in what's that thing called? GitHub Action.
Oh, to build the Docker file?
Build it and push it.
That's fair.
We're in WageBot, and I need to rename WageBot while I'm at it. I don't want to focus bot. Bot to generate dynamic. Whatever focus bot is. Okay.
Oh, hang on, really quickly.
Yo.
Can we fix the Docker file?
Can we fix the Docker file?
We need to do 2 or 3 things really quick. So the first thing is expose the arg for the API key for Discord. And the other thing is we need to define a volume. This might actually require a Go code change, but we should define a volume for the database. So I would make a directory called DB, and then read your SQLite file out of DB, and then we can expose a volume for the DB folder, so it's really easy to mount.
I have a really hot take. What do you think?
That's probably fine, but we still need to figure out where to put the database, right?
Yeah. It shouldn't be in here. It should be external.
Well, you mean like it's going to be an external mount, right? Well,
yeah.
But you I don't think you can bind mount to the root of the container.
Can you not do that? You know what? We can. All right.
Yeah, and then you just need to make a directory for the DB, and then you can
hold on a second.
Expose that as well.
Is make dir? No, I have to run make dir. Do I? How do you make dir?
I think you run Mictor.
Oh, but make dir won't exist in Scratch.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you can Mictor. Hang on. This is honestly the easiest way to do this is to just make the DB directory locally and then copy it over. You feel me?
I know what to do. I know what to do. We did it, boys.
Nice.
We
Yeah,
have
that's
achieved
I mean that's basic.
code.
That's basically what I was talking about. Just
Yep.
you don't even honestly you don't even need the Mictor, right? Like if you're gonna have your app in /app, and well, okay, yeah, whatever. This works too. There's no need to be pedantic.
The other option is we can.
Surely there's a better way to do that.
Yeah, sorry if I'm too good at engineering for you, buddy.
Oh yeah, no, you're doing shit I've literally never seen before. You're right.
That's right.
That's the criteria.
It works. You can literally do that. It's not a smart idea, but you can do it. Let's
This is okay, but the only thing is, I think you need to set arg whatever arg Discord API or WageBot Discord API or whatever the hell the token.
How do you?
is called.
I've never actually used the arg directive. How do you do that?
It's literally just like export.
Oh, what is that thing called? Main.go. That's what it's called. So we're gonna want Discord _ API _ token, and then we actually probably need a config path as well.
Yeah, we have to tell it the store path or whatever to export that as well.
Not Viper. We want os.get_env. Oh, we actually don't want that. This is going to be part of the config. So this will be config path. And then we'll do os.get_env config path. And I need to do that. And then we say if config path equals that, then we'll do config path equals dot. Untype bool value equals dot. Excuse me. Ineffectual assignment to config path? Why is this ineffectual?
It's is it ghosted?
It's only declared down here, and then I'm using.
It's declared, but if os.getM sets it to nil, does that set it at all?
It won't set it to nil. It'll just set it to empty string. That said, this thing is telling me use lookup env to distinguish between an empty value and an unset value. I think that makes more sense, though we'll treat both of those cases the same way. So it doesn't actually make very much sense. Effectual assignment to config path. Why? That's curious. So this one doesn't
Oh,
generate
it's
that.
do we do anything with config path? Is that why it's complaining? Ah, there we go.
Oh,
So
that's
it
what it
stopped.
was. Okay.
All right, yeah.
Add config path. We will say config path. So then that'll work.
This is so you're doing it different than the way I would do it, which isn't to say that it's wrong, but I I would have hard coded the config path and then I would have just exposed a volume that you can overwrite, basically. You know?
I'm following. I am following.
I'm hearing a lot of acknowledgement, but not necessarily agreement.
Well, no, I'm just thinking of a better way to do this.
Because like you can like when you make a volume in Docker, right? Like in the Docker file, it's pretty easy. Like you just say volume slash db or some shit or slash config or slash app slash config, and then Docker, the service, is able to recognize like, oh hey, there's this volume that's intended for the user to overwrite. So by doing that, you can, you know, have your more persistent data store that's got an initialized config path and a end file and a DB in it,
Mm-hmm.
and that you don't because there's if you think about it, there's no reason to specify the config path because it's already like a static container, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really more just about like give the user the ability to get the file, and I guess in that case, honestly, it doesn't matter one way or the other because we're the user, we're the only user.
So far, please. Please.
Yeah.
Please. Now, what I'm thinking about right now is since I've used Viper to set the config name to config and the config type to toml, it's going to be looking for a file called config.toml in that path. And I wonder if there's one
Right.
where I can just set the entire, the full path of the thing without. Well, how does this work?
Well, I mean, you could literally just make a directory called like data or something, and then
Yeah.
you could hard code the config path and the database path to data. Like data could be, you know, the SQL file could be data slash db.sqlite, and then the config could be, you know, data slash config.toml or something. And then the user, all they have to do is mount that volume
Yeah.
if they want to, you know, if they want to make it persist.
What if somebody wants to run this on bare metal? Shouldn't it be an Etsy? I don't know why you would do that, but that's where it would
Well,
be.
I guess at that, I mean, uh, at that point, you're talking about maybe packaging the software anyways. I think what you're doing right now with config path, where it puts everything in the current working directory, is pretty reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And that was how you had it hard coded before you made this config path thing. You
Yeah.
know, just look in the current directory. I think that's totally fine.
You know what? Yeah,
And
you're
then
right. Let's just look in the current directory, and we'll just make sure to put the config in /app/whatever, or we can just. Ladies and gentlemen in the viewership, this is what 100% of the actual time spent in software engineering. It's just going, well, all of these ways work. Which way is the most correct? And this is the work of nerds, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Because that's less
yeah,
work.
that's true.
And
You've
above
already
all,
done the
we are
work.
lazy. So this is acceptable?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the thing is though, you are still going to have to expose the volume for the DB, for sure. If you want the
Yes.
data to persist, you're going to have to have a DB folder with a DB file inside of it and
Yep.
expose the volume for /app/db. Otherwise,
Volume,
by all means, do whatever you want.
like that.
That looks right.
Okay. So then what we'll do is we will...
You got a bunch of shit at the top of that Docker file you don't need, I think.
What are you talking about? Going.
Oh, never. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
What do you think? Proper spacing?
Whatever.
I think this is the most correct spacing.
Yeah. See if it works.
All right. Docker build dot. Downloading, loading. Keep those package loading.
You need more redeemable things, man.
I need more what?
In your stream chat?
Yeah.
I have too many points. I need to redeem some of this, but it's all too cheap and too shitty. All I can do is modify emotes.
Yeah, I don't know. What are the other options? How does that work?
I don't know. I mean, you just add your own. We need like shoe on head or something.
Does this please you? Is this what you want?
Oh yeah.
I got the black forces.
Nice. Problem solved.
Neatly balanced atop my Odyssey LCD 2 Classics. You know, my $100 shoes that I wear everywhere that are dirty on the bottom. Just dropping them on top of my $600 headphones.
Nice.
Or $800, whatever they cost. I don't know.
They look pretty clean. I guess that's the magic of black shoes, though.
It's the black forces, dude. The blood goes right off. You don't know what the black forces memes, do you?
No, I'm sorry.
It's
I do know.
If you get caught wearing the black Air Force Ones, the police are allowed to shoot you on sight because they know you're up to no good.
Nice.
Air Forces. Oh, there's no memes.
Let's DuckDuckGo.
Memes. Google Images. Black Air Force activity. First day of work tomorrow. Wish me luck. And it's a gun and a mask and black forces. Accidentally steps on someone's black Air Forces. My bad, dude. Pow!
Now I've been educated.
Yeah, Air Force One memes must be stopped. It's like, what are you gonna say? You ain't gonna say shit. This guy's wearing black Air Forces. There we go. This is like the perfect black Air Force meme.
Have you seen like the
people?
You seen like the YouTube shorts, the TikToks of people that like buy white Jordans or something, and they say they wear them like one time and then throw them away. Like,
Yeah,
oh, you just wear them to the
right.
party one time. I don't know who the hell would buy white shoes. That's a fucking terrible idea. Oh shit, that's the combo right there.
Oh, here we go. The white Air Force. White Air Force
suits and the black forces.
Here, let's turn this into a reaction channel. Wait, where'd that one go that I liked? This is useless. I don't want any of these.
Switch.
I wanted this one, white Air Force versus black Air Force. Oh, here we go.
Come out that shot. What's up, boy? Come here, nigga. I ain't seen you all week. Crazy, man. You ready to go throw that football? Oh, you taking that with me? We going to the park. Okay, little Patrick Mahomes.
Y'all have fun,
Get in the car.
okay?
Get in the car. What you doing, girl?
Don't be driving out crazy with my baby.
My son. I ain't like that, girl. Remember what I told you about those seats now? All right?
How are you? For me?
Yeah, you know that's for you. What? Yeah, damn, check y'all. Phil, what's up?
Damn.
Oh, damn me, girl. I don't know why you didn't get your ass back on the goddamn bus.
Don't play with me.
I ain't gonna play with me. I ain't finna take your ass home, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Don't about your business. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So that's the Black Forces.
Why's the fucking kid got a balaclava, man? That's not cool.
Don't worry about it. What are you, fucking
None of
cop?
my business.
And it's mad at me. FMT. Oh no!
Imagine all that work.
Oh no! It be own people, and sometimes it be you. So anyway, how's it going?
Man.
Are you mildly annoyed or angry? I don't know any other emotions than that.
This is yeah. It's the life of a Go developer.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let me add something in there for debugging. Forgets to remove the import.
It's crazy because Go knows I'm not using it, and yet they can't just not compile it.
There is in fairness, there is a plugin for NeoVim called Go Please, GOPLS, and did you make it? Did you land it?
Yeah.
Did you land the shot?
Yeah,
oh,
definitely.
Yeah? Okay, all right. Congrats. There, there's a plugin called Go Please, and like it'll fix shit like that for you.
Yeah, but then you have to run it and like do that.
No.
Will it just fix it
hooks
on exit.
It hooks. Yeah, it hooks on the right. So it runs GoFumped. It runs GoFumped on the right, and it formats it and fixes all the broken imports.
Ooh.
The one annoying thing about it though is like you'll be working like if you get in the habit of writing code just to kind of like :W to save progress or something. If you :W after writing an import that you're about to use, it will just remove it. So like it's kind of changed the way that I use my editor a little bit.
I think I had that turned on for a while. I think I am supposed to have that, but it didn't work after a while. I made some change to my config. So now I have to like manually screw with my imports. Because if I don't manually do it, I just do it with a code action.
It's worth doing. I mean, if you can fix it, I think Go Please is like the #1 Go developer NeoVim plugin.
Yeah,
it's important because if for nothing else, just for running GoFumped on the code is like a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I have the formatter. I obsessively run the formatter every 10 seconds. Space F.
You ever played around with Docker health checks?
No, what's that?
I had to do it recently with that really complicated Docker Compose that I'm using. But it's like you can write a health check inside the Docker file or inside your Docker Compose that says like run this command to make sure the service is okay. So like curl a URL and check the return code, or like grep a file, or run netstat and see if the port's open or something. So if you have like 2 Docker containers and one has like a dependency on the other, you can say like this one container B depends on A, but B also depends on A being fully up. Like the Postgres has to be listening. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Why is it trying to run bin sh? I told it not to run bin sh. Should be running app/focusbot.
Is it CMD maybe? Or are we having a mayhaps?
Please load from. Oh, it didn't. It didn't do it. Why isn't it? It's not caching. There's some command to make it like cache properly, I'm sure, but like Docker buildix not caching. Does not cache. At least someone else is complaining about it. Seems to be a bug. Great. As builder is used in multiple stage Docker file. Alright, that's not useful.
We are doing that though.
Yeah, but like, I think that was just because that specific person was doing it wrong. So it should cache the hard parts. Once a layer changes, then all downstream layers need to be rebuilt as well. Oh, I see. So it's the copies that don't get cached. Oh, well, that doesn't really help me very much.
Well, but your copies come after all this crap. Oh, they don't.
Right before the go build, yeah.
This
This is what I get for trying to build in a Docker container.
Well, theoretically.
But then I have to make a make file. Yeah, I know. Think I didn't think about this already.
I mean, I guess technically you could go get all of the depths in the Go mod beforehand, you know? And then they're already in the how the fuck do you do this in the real world? It's just surely this is something people optimize around. There's got to be a better way to do this.
You can vendor, but vendoring is bad.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
Crying is an option. What is the difference between CMD and entry point? That's something to look up. CMD vs entry point. Default entry point has been sh minus c, but it does not have a double command. Bash is at default entry point, blah, 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 blah. CMD. What?
Oh, you know, there's actually two things that we need to talk about here too in the Docker file. You're not doing the like the Go static build, you're doing just Go build.
Yes.
So you have to run a different command to get it to build and link statically, I think.
It doesn't have a bin sh.
Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with what I was saying. But,
Yeah. No, you're totally right though. What's the static build?
It's cgo enabled equals 0 or something, and then
No, you don't need the cgo thing because we do need cgo for building using. You have to have cgo, but there's a static option.
LD flags, maybe.
Yeah, there's a flag here. You know what? It's gonna be easier. Just Google. Build go static. Static binaries. All right. Okay. Okay. LD flags W? No, that's not going to be it. cgo enabled. No, we do want cgo. Wait, we don't need which may need depending on a lot of percent. No, we do need that. Debug file, cgo integration. We do need that. ext ld flags static. LD
yeah,
flags
that.
W. Except you don't need a W, but whatever.
I just sent you something on Discord as well. It's probably worth reading.
There we go. So that'll do that, which doesn't actually fix this. Let's see what you sent me on Discord.
What I sent you probably also doesn't fix that. That's just a caching thing.
Go mod download before go build.
So they say like copy over the go mod and the gosum file, and then run go mod download, and then that will get cached. The copy ... will not get cached. Like literally the question is actually the solution.
The compile
to our
takes
cache.
all the time, though. That's the real problem.
Well, no. The compile takes time because it's fucking downloading a bunch of Go deps that aren't cached.
Is that where the most of the time is taken?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Well, I mean, at least like 60 seconds. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, well then, okay. Copy go.mod dot. Copy. Oops. Copy go.mod dot. Copy go.sum dot. Run go mod download. Docker build dot. Doki. Docker build dot. Oh, you're right. That does take time.
Yeah, it takes a good while.
Not that long, though. Get wrecked, loser.
Yep.
Nerd. This still isn't going to solve our problem. It's
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So the CMD is going to run binsh. It always wants to run that. Apparently, it's like hard coded.
Okay, so let's
So-
Google this. Dockerfile static. Or not static. From scratch. CMD that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Control C. Throw open the old Docker file. CMD. Docker build dot. One of the beautiful reasons to have a transparent terminal, you can just see your documentation while you're typing it. It's right behind.
Actually, I use it for a different purpose.
What?
I put my motivation behind my terminal.
Oh, that's funny because behind my terminal, I mostly have my wallpapers.
I mean, I have my wallpapers too. It's a motivating one.
I don't think I have a motivational wallpaper thing. I do have Linux propaganda, which is motivation in its own right.
I thought I saw like a pretty girls wallpaper directory.
We have artistic women in SFW.
Yeah, there you go.
I
See,
can't
that's-
click. Actually, I
you
can click
now.
on it now on
It's-
Twitch.
It needs to be 18 plus though. You have to mark it 18 plus.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because then I get memory hold by Twitch. But still, I could do it.
Oh no, you won't get your 10 cents in ad revenue.
I'll have you know, I've made over $18
Wow, from ads or from subs?
subs mostly.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like $4 in ads, which still is a lot. Let's see, monetization
That's right.
ads. Where's my monetization tab? Subscriptions, community. Where's the thing that says how much money I've made? Content, community,
You only need to
analytics.
wait 3 months before you can get that.
Yeah, you know, it's something. Overview, that's not what I want. Alerts, that's not what I want. I don't know.
Oh shit! Do we do any time zone math?
No.
There's another thing you have to add to your Go build to put the time zones in there.
Why
Otherwise,
do
it's
we
just
need time
always gonna
zones?
use UTC. I don't know. But I mean, if you do anything with time or like log processing or anything, like
Log process. We don't have logs, dog.
well, no, we do, sort of.
Hey!
Does it run though?
Docker run 0. Oh, nope. Hit the wrong button. Let's try this again. Docker run. Nope. 0. 1. F8. B tab. Hit it. Unable to. Config file config not find in /app.
Oh well, that's good though.
That's running.
The Go code ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Technically, that is running.
on this note, I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Okay. Enjoy. Hello, glorious 4 viewers. Thank you for your patronage. I hope you're enjoying the stream thus far. If you haven't yet, please make sure to follow Nate. I'm sure he would appreciate that. He wouldn't say it outwardly, but he would appreciate it. So I think after this, we're going to have to create this config path that's being exported as the volume. Init all that stuff, and then we can start.
Perfectly
GitHub
transparent,
Action,
if you were
I think.
wondering. Anyway,
Wow, that's a lot of water.
I have been drinking too much water.
It's not good for you.
I'll be fine. So yeah, so we don't have the
Salt.
config file, so we just need to get that bad boy added.
So do we have to? I think now really it's a trick. It's a question of getting the crap. What am I trying to say? Getting all that stuff in the volume, right?
I think right now we can worry about that, or just worry about it on whatever platform I'm deploying to. Right?
Do we? Yeah.
Because
that's
honestly,
fair.
I don't want to do that with command line arguments. That's a big hassle. I'd rather do it with like. I
Oh
don't
shit!
know.
No. Hang on. What's in the config.toml again? It's just the environment variable. Don't no.
No, this one's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a public key and an app ID.
Okay.
The one I don't want to run is env. If I run this, then I have to reset a bunch of shit.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So, well, the So we're gonna have to edit the config.toml to read from the DB folder for the path, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Statically coded, I guess. And then the other thing is we're going to need to copy the config.toml over from the from scratch part of the build, right?
Wait a second. So let's. Why? Why do they do this? Why can't I just run -h? So we need -e to set the environment variables, right? And
Yeah.
then
Typically, you'd set that in like a Docker compose file or something.
you want to do a Docker compose file?
Why not?
All right. You still there? My stuff just went batty for a second. Oh no. Can you hear me? Oh no. That's no good. Hello? Hello? Okay, so that's back up. Is my Discord back up? Can you hear me?
Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Something got broke for a second. And now it says I'm offline, which isn't good.
You're back. I see you. Your stream's back.
Oh, the stream's back?
Yeah.
Oh. And my bitrate is back.
Yeah, your internet kind of took a dump there for a second. I noticed it in Discord, like it was really pixelated for a second.
Weird. What was my internet though? My whole computer just stopped and then came back.
That's no bueno.
And Twitch seems to think I stopped streaming and started streaming again.
Well, you're back now.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of how much of a hassle this is going to be. Oh, and it dropped another stream announcement in the Discord. Anyway. Anyway.
Well, did you hear what I said a second ago? I think the problem is, at least with this error, is we're literally just not copying the config.toml over from the builder VM to the scratch VM.
Yeah, but we don't want the config.toml. The config.toml should be deployed by the user, right?
That's probably fair. So in that case, just the whole bit should be in a single volume then, in a single mount point, and then the user should be defining all that stuff.
Yeah. Which is how we have it.
But false.
True.
No, the config.toml is read from dot.
So we do a volume on /app and then focus
no,
bot,
because
DB,
then
everything.
Then you lose the binary.
Why do I lose the? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
App/stuff.
It's good. I like it.
That'll work.
Nice.
Good stuff. So in the meantime, you know what? I'm going to do this in a vertical split. So in the meantime, we need to make a, what's that thing called for a Docker Compose?
Docker compose.yaml.
Docker-compose.yaml?
Yeah, docker-compose.yml.
-compose.yml. All right, I don't know anything about Docker Compose files. You're going to have to guide me through this.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing that I've done this recently.
Yeah, I always go straight to Kubernetes. I'm too quick on the draw.
So it would be the first line is always services : I think, and then we make it's that we're making a hash, and then you name the service. So that's 2 spaces and then a name for this container. So we can call this what is it called?
Focusbot.
Wait, Focusbot. Yeah. So Focusbot : and then you have to tell it where it's building the image from. So you do like build :
Oh, we're not going to do that again. We're just going to tag this and upload it to Docker Hub.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fair then. So in that case, it's just image : and then the image name in the string. I think you can use GitHub as a Docker repository as well, right?
Can we?
Docker Hub is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a new thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Docker Hub is going like pay to win.
Oh.
There's a big stink about that recently.
Working with the container registry. Managing your personal access token, GitHub token, blah, blah, blah. Do we just like push this? We just like set this up in GitHub Actions? ghcr.io/npmail/focusbot::latest is probably what it'll be. So to push it, how do you push it? Push it to the limit. That's it. Okay. Creating a Docker container action. Warning. When creating workflows and actions, you should always consider that your code might execute untrusted input from possible attackers. Do you feel yourself sufficiently warned? So we'll just yoink this. Fizocus Bizot. We'll do a add file, create new file. What is it called? .github/main.yaml. Did you go away? Did I go away? He went away. He's gone. Oh, power outage. Building had to cut power for something. All right. Looks like I am alone. So that's fun. Anyway, so we're making a good old GitHub action. Let's just commit these changes directly to main. And then when I go to edit it, it should give me the fun editor. It's not. Is it .workflows? Cancel changes. How to start with GitHub Actions. Beautiful stuff. Quick start. .github/workflows. That's what we need. So let's edit this. .github/workflows/main.yaml. And we will commit changes. Whoa! Dustin Nicholson followed me. No, Dustin Chilson followed me. Welcome, Dustin Chilson. Oh no. Oh no, GitHub workflows, main.yaml. Edit. Please give me the good editor. It gave me the good editor. That's fantastic. So I'm just going to yoink this bad boy from, what am I yoinking this bad boy from? Not YouTube. GitHub.com, npmail. What do I have? Pape changer. That bad boy has a GitHub workflow, main YAML. So name CI on push to master, jobs, and then we will start from here. Copy that bad boy, paste it over here, and then, why is it mad at me? Jobs, is it, this value cannot be null? Of course it can't be null. So then we'll do build Docker. And then, of course, it needs runs on or uses. So we'll do runs on Ubuntu latest. I think that's the thing that works, right? And then we'll need to grab a checkout action. There we go. Copy and paste the following into your YAML. There we go. Uses actions checkout. I don't actually think I need any more than that. Width. What do I need in the width? Let's just sneak a peek on this. Runs on env. This will later be used, so I'm not sure exactly how. So runs on steps. Okay, so the first step. All right. Runs on that, and then we'll say steps colon, and then we'll say minus uses actions checkout at v4.1.1. So that'll be fine and dandy. And then the next step will be to build the Docker file. Yeah, we're not managing releases. We're not worrying about any of that stuff. Build Apple, build Windows, don't care. Yeah, this will be fine. So then we'll do uses, and then we want the Docker one. Marketplace, search results. We want Docker. Docker buildx bake. Docker setup buildx, Docker scout, Docker login, Docker setup QEMU, build and push Docker images. That's what we want. So it uses Docker, this thing, and then with Irish Red Ale says Nate is live again. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Anyway, list of extra privilege entitlement, don't care, annotation. Annotations we'll need. Actually, you know what? No, we won't. We'll just do latest. Tests, build args, build context, builder, cache from, cache to, context, file, labels, load, network, no cache filters, outputs, platforms, always attempt to pull, push. Push is short for output type equals registry. So we want push, and then we'll have to figure that out. I think there was one of these, yeah. Inputs, outputs, runs using args. Don't need those. So we just need to get the push going. Get ls files, creating a README. Commit tag and push your action to GitHub. Oh, this is creating a Docker. I see. Docker build and push images. This is what we want. Gross. Light mode. Ugh. I've been flashbanged. Anyway. Set up buildx action will create and boot a builder using a vault Docker container driver. Set up QEMU, login, get context. Oh, so you need all of these. Set up Docker buildx. Log into Docker Hub. So we're not going to be logging into Docker Hub. We're going to be logging into that other thing. So let's yoink this to set up Docker buildx. No, I already copied the uses. Oops. So we'll set up the buildx, and we'll build and push. We need to set up. We need to log into not Docker Hub, but log into the GitHub image registry. So this will be in Marketplace, GitHub, image, registry. Publish Docker image to GitHub image registry. Oh, this is build and subsequently push? Puh, beautiful. So we need a GitHub token, which is not a problem. You may pin the exact committer version, uses whatever. So this is great. So we'll copy this. We'll just paste there. We need to add in a minus uses. Oh. NeoVim. Docker image GitHub token will be with, and then we'll say GitHub token. We'll need to add that in there. Image name, and this will be focus spot. Image tag will be latest. Extract git tag, no thank you. Path to directory where Docker file resides. That's going to be a dot. So then you just need to get the GitHub token. So that will be dot. I don't know how that works. I have that in github.com/npmail/ patechanger. I use the GitHub token. So I can just yoink this from there and we will have it. So when this runs on Ubuntu latest, I need to have the GitHub token. So I can put this just beneath runs on Ubuntu latest. There we go. So we got GitHub token. And then we use it this way. $, that thing, secret site GitHub token. This is in focus spot. Oh, I don't actually think I need that in the env. I think I only need that there. So that should unironically do it. So let's commit changes directly to main. Who cares? And the action will fail because I haven't pushed my Docker file. Or I pushed the Docker file, but it's not the right one. Get status. Git add Docker file. Git add main.go. Git commit -m. Update Docker file and main.go. Git push origin main. Git pull. Git merge origin main. Great. Oh, I made a mistake. Git push origin main. Git merge origin main m merge main. Git status. Git merge main. Git push origin main. There we go. So then we'll check GitHub Actions. Didn't like that one. But when we reload, it'll still not like it. Why didn't it run? CI. Run workflow. Branch main. Run. Why isn't it? Oh, there we go. So I think I need to make another edit to this to make it run. Oh, branches master. Branches main. Commit changes directly to main. Who cares? I'm in charge here. No one can stop me. Go back to the old actions. And let's see how it's doing. Starting job. Waiting for a runner to pick it up. That's all cool. Do 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 ring ba-ding ding 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 do 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 bring do 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 bonk 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 dum dum. That's supposed to be done by the end of that song, but clearly it doesn't want to. So that's always fun. Nobody knows. Let's see. What is taking this bad boy so much freaking time? This is it's just waiting. Why is it waiting? Is everybody in the world running their GitHub Actions now? It's not a whole lot I can do right now. And certainly not a whole lot that makes this stream interesting. But luckily there's no one here, so we're good. Curious. So this is fun. Maybe if I cancel that run. This one's still queued. Wonder what's up with that. GitHub actions long queue times. I wonder if there's an error going on at GitHub HQ that's making this not work. GitHub outages. GitHub status. Oh, it says actions are normal. Curious. Well, that's fun. I suppose there's not a whole lot to be done at this point. And of course, this one got mad, but like, whatever. And this DevOps stuff is no fun anyway. I think I'm just gonna do this off stream. So whoever just showed up, sorry, but I'm going to leave because GitHub refuses to run my stuff. It's just queued up and doing nothing. And really, the next few steps rely on GitHub working. So I'm probably going to do a lot of this stuff off stream because it's not very interesting. Thanks for watching, and I will leave. Make sure to like and subscribe. I don't know. Have a nice day.